So Elon Musk went on Joe Rogan the other day, and I listened to the whole thing. And wow, a lot was said, but they covered a little bit about the attempt on Trump's life. And I thought Elon came up with an excellent analogy about how uh, deep state actors would potentially groom people to shoot presidents, and it was fairly on point. So here it is.
If I push too hard on the corruption stuff, people get desperate. Is the issue?
Right.
Then they say like, okay, if the money flow cuts off, then okay, they can't afford school for their kids.
Right.
Then they're like, well, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you for my kids, type
Right.
of thing.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, geez, okay.
Did you ever see that video? I think it was an O'Keefe video where they've got this guy undercover and he's explaining. They're talking to this guy. He thinks he's on a date, and he's explaining. It's always a guy on a date.
Yeah.
Explaining how they can nudge someone to go and do something horrible, and they
Yeah.
recognize this person has problems. They find an asset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, this is what I think. Like for that Butler situation, for that assassin, you don't. It's kind of like that funny looking sport, curling.
Mm-hmm.
Where they have
Yeah.
like the stone on the ice,
Uh-huh.
and then they throw the stone, and then there's someone that's like brushing the ice, but you can't you can't touch the stone.
Right.
All you
Right.
can do is just change the path of the stone a little bit, but you keep brushing the ice, and you can steer that stone right into the bullseye. That's what I think happened in Butler.
Oh.
That's what I think happened with that assassin.
Yeah.
If you can find the trail of breadcrumbs, it's going to be like curling. Somebody was brushing the ice.
Well, also you find a young, confused, disenfranchised person, and you give them purpose in their life.
Just brush the ice.
Yeah, and also
You're brushing the ice, eventually it's going to hit the bullseye.
I guess the crazy thing about the whole Crooks situation, Thomas Crooks was the shooter. There was such little information available about him afterwards, and his house was scrubbed, and all these things that all add up. And well, a lot of it actually doesn't add up, I guess is a better way of saying it. With the way that, well, actually they discussed it earlier on in the episode when they were talking about the snipers being on a sloped roof, even though the counter snipers were on a equally as sloped roof, if not more sloped. And all the breakdown of information that seems to have happened during the whole event, including the FBI not having contact with the county police until after the shooting. Like all these things that are just, I mean, like one thing could be incompetence, but there's so many instances of things not going right on that day that it just kind of begs the question, what actually happened there? So, that's as far as we got, but hopefully we get more information on that whole situation because it's wild.